Hi, it's Chris here on Narrow Boat Poppy on a fine Wednesday night. Another red hot night ahead. We stopped on Poppy last night. We had the dogs, and it was that hot we had to sleep with the side hatch open till the rain started, and it's thundering and lightning about 2 o'clock. It woke us up. But it was a really hot night. But we haven't got the dogs, so and there's no rain tonight, so we can have the side hatch open all night, and it'll be lovely and cool. Like I say, tomorrow it's forecasted even warmer, in the 30s, so it's absolutely murder here on Narrowboat Poppy. We've just come, and we've just opened all the hatches and the windows, get some ventilation through. On Sunday we went to Venetian Marina and had a look at a new boat, well, newish boat. It was 3 years old. I made a video of it. It was a nice boat. It was really nice, and they wanted 83,000 for it. And it was a nice boat. Like I say, it's only 3 years old, but buying a boat, it can be a very drawn out experience. They aren't like houses where you have a solicitor. You've got to do a lot of the groundwork. You pay a boat brokerage, but I don't think there's any comeback. If like there's finance on the boat after you've had it, like I say, there's no documentation for a boat. It's all it is. It's a number that's registered with the Canal River Trust, and that boat is related to a certain person. It always surprises me that there is no legal documentation for a boat, but there isn't, and it seems to work. The boat we looked at was a 62-foot semi-trad. Poppy is a 57-foot trad, and the reason I had a trad is there's more cabin space, but the semi-trads are very nice, and it's got a cover over it as well. Like I say, when you're buying a boat, you've got to really look into it, what sort you want, how much you can afford, how much you're willing to pay, the length of the boat, where you're going to moor it, and how much that's going to cost, because the moorings are very expensive. In a marina like this, Aston Marina, I pay 2,700 a year, and that's paying annual. If you pay quarterly, it's a lot more. Like I say, you've got to see how much money you're willing to spend on one. Then there's the what sort of boat it is, cruiser, trad, semi-trad, or yogurt pot boat. GPR cruisers they're called. I keep forgetting that. Like I say, you've got to take all this into account. Then you've got to start looking, and it's a mammoth job. When you do find out what size boat you want, I mean, you've got to see, do you live on it? Do you want to spend long periods of time on it, or is it just a weekend boat? Like they say, they start about 30 foot and they go up to 70 foot. And the bigger the boat, the more you have to pay. And when you do find one, you've got to, the broker should strongly recommend that you have a survey done on it. You have to pay to get their boat out. You pay for a survey to come and inspect the hull, or you can have a full survey where he checks the inside, the engine and everything. And I always used to reckon about £1,000 when you're all done. Let's say, get it out, and if you get it out, you haven't it, you might as well have it blacked, and you've got to put it back. Then you've got to pay for it then, the hard bet. And of course, when you've bought it, if you've never had a boat before, you've got to learn how to drive it. Like I say, what they used to say is, it isn't so much now, is you find a mooring before you buy the boat. But it isn't so bad now. I mean, there's a lot of marinas now, and it's no big deal getting a mooring now. You just have to find what location you want your boat, and obviously look at the canals around, the cruising, where you can go cruising. And I always used to reckon about 5 years in the marina, and you move it onto another section of canal. But like I say, another thing you've got to consider is travelling to it. When it's winter, I hate the thought of the boat getting cold, so I have to go every night when it's cold, make the stove pot so that it keeps the boat nice and warm. And it's all expense. I mean, before coming here, I was doing a 50-mile round trip, and it's a long way when you got to do it most nights. So it's hell of a lot to consider when you're thinking of getting a boat. Then, like I say, I strongly recommend that you have a well-known engine, Beta VTS, so one that can be repaired if it breaks down. You know, it's not a massive expense. Then the toilet you've got in it goes on and on and on. So like I say, I'm still looking. I'm still thinking about it. It is a mammoth job, because I do love narrowboat poppy. So, but I'll just always keep looking. So I'll have to get out of this boat now. It's red hot. So all hope you have a great night and day. Keep subscribing and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.